Both of my feet are holy shit. Hey folks, it is Friday, October 15th. The time right now is 8:19 p.m. and the temperature is around 16 or 17 degrees Celsius. And it is raining outside. And this is Eglinton West subway station, which will later be renamed Cedarvale Station. And the plan for this one is to head on outside into the rain and go for a walk through the Little Jamaica neighborhood. So this station is undergoing rather extensive renovations right now, as perhaps at some point towards the end of 2022, the Crosstown LRT will finally open. All right, I'm just taking my mask off and getting the umbrella ready here. There we go. So just in front of me is the Allen Road. And there's a look back into the bus bays at the subway station. And I'll be walking west along Eglinton Avenue West through Little Jamaica. This area is officially known as Eglinton West. Little Jamaica is not an official designation, although that's what most people know it as. It looks like they're building an entrance to the new LRT station on the south side of Eglinton over there. So as soon as the light changes, I'll cross over and start walking along Eglinton. And this doesn't seem very pedestrian friendly. I think I'm being led through this little maze here. And you can hear there's some thunder off in the distance. One of the downsides of doing this one in the rain through this particular neighborhood is it's quite known for its lively food scene. And its long lineups on the sidewalk, especially at restaurants like Wraps. And where is this taking us? This is not how I envisioned starting this one off. Oh, this will take us down to Eglinton. And Little Jamaica runs roughly between about where I am now. And depending on who you ask, you can go to Dufferin Street or as far as Keele Street. Although the heart of it is around Eglinton and Oakwood, which is actually coming up. Don't know in how many blocks, but it won't take too long to get there. And in the 60s and 70s, the area was known for having one of the largest expat Jamaican populations in the world. And that car just sprayed me pretty good, and it looks like some water might have got on the lens. Let me just pull over here and give the lens a wipe. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that. Hopefully we're better. And the area is known for its Jamaican and Caribbean and West Indian shops and restaurants. And here is Marley Avenue. I'll cross to the south side here where it's a bit more interesting. Oh, there's no crossing where I am. I thought there would have been, but it looks like if I hoof it, I'm gonna go behind this car, give him some room to turn left. There's a Filipino restaurant. And speaking of transit, that was kind of an absurd bus situation. Getting over here, I took the 32. And despite being half an hour between buses, 3 of them came all within a minute of each other. Hello? Are you watching? Hello? No? Really? Good job. If I didn't have an umbrella in my hand, I would have been knocking on his window. And coming up is Reggae Lane. And this area has a rich history of reggae music. There's been a number of prominent recordings done here. And this mural was put up in honor of that, I think in 2015. Occasionally I look things like that up while I'm walking, but I have an umbrella in my hand. Here's some of those restaurants I was talking about. This one, Wraps here, is probably the most popular in the area. And there's often a very long lineup outside of these places. Here's one, Hot Pot Restaurant. This is another popular one. That smells really good. And and this area has been particularly hard hit by the pandemic. There's just a number of forces working against it. There's the pandemic, the LRT construction also really negatively impacted a lot of businesses. And there's fear that that will bring further gentrification and new developments that will threaten the existing residents and businesses in the area. Although in April of this year, the city actually passed a motion to undergo a survey that will look at taking measures to ensure that businesses and residences, or residents, aren't displaced and are able to still call this area home. All right, I guess I'll wait this one out. And this is Oakwood. So just to the south of here is Oakwood Village. And on the north side, the future Oakwood LRT station. I've done a few walks along Oakwood before. Look at that, these cars can't even turn out. They're going to be here a while. Really? Wow. That's two. How many other terrible drivers will we encounter tonight? Well, maybe not too many more, as I don't know how long I'll be recording this. Coming up is Dufferin Street, or at least that's the next major street. And there they're building Fairbank Station. And that was the bus I'll be taking back home. And I don't know if it's just me or not, but it seems like this part of Eglinton has sort of been walled off and boarded up for the longest time. I have no idea how these businesses are hanging on. And a lot of them are service industry businesses that weren't even allowed to operate, at least with any type of reasonable capacity throughout much of the pandemic. There's a 32 bus. That's the type of business I was talking about. And my shoes are completely wet. Here's the Reggae Cafe, a Caribbean seafood restaurant. A lot of these hair studios are open late at night. It's really coming down. I'm hoping the lens isn't getting obscured by any raindrops. I think this is a good place to cross over. open. I can get a $5 reading. Should I go? I don't believe in any of that. But if you get entertainment out of it and someone gets to have a livelihood in the business, I don't see any harm. As long as you don't actually believe someone you've never met before can tell you anything about you at all. And this is plainly obvious. Oh, my little display here on this phone seems to show that things are pretty clear and not too cloudy. I've never liked these suburban style plazas right on Eglinton. And you can only wonder if they actually went ahead and built the Eglinton Line. That was the Eglinton West subway line that was to start where I started this walk and head all the way to Mississauga pretty much, at least to Renforth. How this area would have changed or developed by now. They actually started construction of that subway line, I think back in 1994, and then Mike Harris and the Conservatives took over the province, and he nuked that project even though shovels were already in the ground. We don't indicate? Nope. We just turned. Good job, Subaru. Holy shit. See these puddles I'm walking through. We got some heavy rain now, folks. I'm going to duck in here and wipe off the camera lens one more time. Just to make sure it's nice and clear. So I think it was in 2007 that an LRT line was proposed to go along Eglinton. And it was approved. And then when Mayor Rob Ford took over in 2010, on his first day in the job, he canceled that project. Needless to say, Mr. Harris and Mr. Ford were not very good for transit development in the city. And the decision to cancel the LRT line was so bad that City Council were able to go ahead with it anyways. And here we are in 2021, and the area is still a mess, and we're still waiting for it. There's a 32 bus. There was a guy there in the doorway. He was trying to talk to me. I have no idea what he was saying. I have not done a video in heavy rain like this in quite a while. Oh man, I can't even. How am I going to get across this? It is just. I'm walking on my heels. There is no way. Total soaker. I don't know if you guys can see that. My feet are swimming. One of the problems is with this construction, the temporary sidewalk here doesn't have very good drainage at all. Both of my feet are holy shit. Both of my feet are completely soaked as we get to Dufferin Street. How do I cross this? Look at that. One of these cars go, they are going to absolutely nail me with water. And my camera. All right, why didn't I cross over to the south side? You can see that pylon there is completely submerged. Oh well, my feet are completely wet anyways. They're fully submerged. Walking through that. So it was Dufferin Street I just walked by. This is where Fairbanks Station will be. Can I safely jaywalk? Oh, I see a bus coming. Should I just take the bus and end this? Where's a bus stop? Here's a bus stop. All right, if this is a 32, we're gonna call this one a walk. A little short, I know. But you'll have to take my word for it. There's not a whole lot more to see to the west of here. Do I have my mask? I do. That's the 32 Eglinton West to Eglinton Station. Maybe if I can get a view out of the window, I can leave the camera running. Well, there's a whole lot of glare on the window. Ooh, tried to walk on the bus with my umbrella open. That was pretty dumb. Well, there we go. That was certainly a fun one. I hope you enjoyed it. Starting from Eglinton West Station, soon to be Cedar Vale Station, heading west through the heart of Little Jamaica to just past Dufferin Street. There really wasn't a whole lot more to the west worth checking out. I wasn't going to go all the way to Caledonia, but what I will do is come back to this neighborhood perhaps earlier in the evening a bit when it's not raining, and I'll revisit this walk maybe in a month or so from now. So it's not too close to this, but it'll certainly give a very different vibe. And if you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. I also have a Twitch channel, which I recently streamed from today. I had a busy streaming day. I streamed on Twitch. I then streamed on YouTube. I uploaded an Instagram photo. And I published a video on Johnny Stumbles. And now I've finally got around to recording a video. So it's been a bit of everything. But I think there's probably too much glare out of the window to leave the camera running. So I thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.